8 Royal Traditions Explained, Trooping the Colour. Even though British monarchs have real birthdays, they also celebrate an official birthday with a grand event called Trooping the Colour. This tradition dates back over 260 years and is held every June, no matter when the king or queen was actually born. The event involves over 1,400 soldiers, 200 horses, and 400 musicians, creating a spectacular display of military precision. The royal family watches from the balcony of Buckingham Palace, and the highlight is the Royal Air Force fly past. The Royal Christening Gown. When a royal baby is born, they are usually baptized in a very special lace christening gown. This tradition dates back to 1841, when Queen Victoria commissioned a delicate gown for her first child. The original was used for over 60 royal babies, including Queen Elizabeth II herself. However, by 2004, the fabric had become too fragile, so a perfect replica was made to continue the tradition. Now, every new royal baby, including Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, has worn the modern version of this historic gown. The Royal Wedding Bouquet. Royal weddings are filled with meaningful traditions, but one that often goes unnoticed is the placement of the bridal bouquet at the tomb of the unknown warrior. This tradition started with Queen Elizabeth's mother in 1923, when she placed her bouquet at Westminster Abbey's memorial in honor of her late brother. Since then, almost every royal bride has followed this custom, including Princess Diana, Kate Middleton, and Meghan Markle. The Christmas Speech. Every year on December 25th, the British monarch delivers a televised Christmas speech to the nation. This tradition started in 1932, when King George V gave a radio broadcast to unite the nation during tough times. Since then, it has become a highly anticipated royal tradition, with Queen Elizabeth II continuing it for 70 years before her passing. The State Opening of Parliament. The State Opening of Parliament is one of the most significant political and royal events in the UK. This centuries-old tradition marks the beginning of the parliamentary year and is filled with grand pageantry. The king or queen must wear the imperial state crown, which is encrusted with over 3,000 precious stones. Another unique moment is when a government official is taken hostage at Buckingham Palace as a symbolic guarantee of the monarch's safety, though it's purely ceremonial today. The Changing of the Guard. One of the most famous royal traditions is the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. This grand ceremony, which takes place outside the palace gates, is not just for show. It's a symbol of the monarchy's security and stability. The tradition dates back to the 17th century, when King Henry VII established a personal bodyguard. Today, King Charles III continues this legacy by standing watch over Buckingham Palace. Walking behind the coffin at state funerals. One of the most emotional royal traditions is that family members must walk behind the coffin of a deceased monarch or senior royal. This was seen at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral in 2022, as well as at Princess Diana's funeral in 1997, when a young Prince William and Prince Harry walked behind their mother's casket. This tradition is meant to show duty, respect, and unity. It dates back centuries, but one of the most famous early examples was King Edward VII's funeral in 1910, where 9 kings from around the world walked behind his coffin. Travel with a black outfit. This is one of the more serious royal traditions. Whenever a member of the royal family travels abroad, they must always pack a black outfit. This rule was created after Queen Elizabeth II's father, King George VI, passed away while she was visiting Kenya. At the time, she didn't have a black mourning outfit with her, and she had to wait on the plane until one was brought to her. Since then, no royal ever leaves the country without a black ensemble, just in case.